of replacing light bulbs. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Today is, I don't know, somebody needs to get a hold of what's going on. Today is Thursday already.
Hello.
I don't know what's going on. I knew I just come out for the weekend. And today happens to be Thursday, Downhill Thursday. Where did
Just like that.
Monday and Tuesday gone? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the question they've been asking from the beginning of time. Where did time go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good. I need me to talk about it. You know what I found out this morning?
Well,
Do you know why the Fermi's paradox now work with us? That's a paradox saying that, we galaxy, we got 20 billion stars or whatever, and the chance. They say that they are meet somebody. But you know why we have not been meeting anybody?
why?
Why nobody not meet we? Why we not get no radio signals and thing?
Why?
We are in a cosmic bubble that is 7,000 light years across. Meaning, for some reason, this is why I not just go with that evolution thing. There is a creation, a creator at work, because there is a bubble in the universe around.
So who created the creator?
Like, what?
Who created the creator?
The creator. Who created the creator?
The creator? The creator has always been. The creator has always been. But anyway, for some reason, our neck of the woods, for any other race to get to us, or for we to get to another race, we would have to literally come. No, I did not say the herpes paradox. Come on. Aye. That's the Minister of Medical Questions. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. But yeah. And they said that's one of the reasons why
We're not meeting anybody?
Is because we have to get through like 7,000 light years away. Our closest neighbor is Andromeda. But that they not for we bubble. There's a few galaxies in our bubble. I want to try to get a picture and show it to you because people they say how they know that. When you're scientific geniuses like me, Frisco and Lisa, there's a thing called a red shift where they could look at different galaxies and see how far away they are. And when they did this whole computer thing of how far they are, they realized that the whole galaxy is like a bubble, and right around the perimeter of the bubble, around the outside of this bubble, galaxies, they're all around, but then as you cross into it, there's like sparse. So anyway, think about that.
Okay.
That's why the multiverse. That's why the multiverse ain't coming no time soon.
No.
Yeah.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. We did not say good morning.
That's right.
How dare you? Not
I hear there's some Belizeans that are wondering why little Marco did the whole Central American tour and didn't stop the Belize. I am kind of disappointed myself because I've never seen somebody with no spine walk yet, so I really want to see that. But I don't see why everybody they worry about why I never come to Belize. Obviously, they already have their plan for Belize. So they don't have to talk to me. They don't know what they are doing. Oh, speaking of that, the Minister of Plans and other things, he sent this, he said, perspective for those Belizeans agreeing with Trump to take over Gaza, because we do have some knockheads. To legitimize changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, Trump decides he wants. So let's start again. Perspective for those Belizeans agreeing with Trump to take over Gaza, to legitimize changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Trump decides he wants the longest barrier reef, keys, and beaches so he can develop Belize into the Caribbean, into the American Riviera. Then he relocates us to Guatemala temporarily since it's only for. Remember when they telling you the other day that only 400,000 we could get relocated of us. Temporary then becomes permanent because he won't repair, improve, construct, so that we can return to occupy these buildings. those will become properties of the rich friends and cronies. Yes, everybody with sense knows that, Minister. But a lot of people don't have sense, and that's what we have to realize. The first person that Trump said, may I agree with her, was Saudi Arabia. They say, we friends, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia say, hell no. The whole Middle East, they tell her, look, that is an act of war. So slow your roll. You can't do that, So, yeah, the allies, I had to tell if we make it through this 4 years, we should all drop our knees and pray to somebody and say thank you, because I really unsure if we are making it out of this 4 years, Lise.
What are we gonna do?
I had to tell you the truth. Somebody, either Greenland want to attack America, or Canada want to attack America, or Mexico, or China, or Russia, or something, because, this guy, one good thing, Al Green, Representative Al Green, he's filing impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump already, 2 weeks in. They asked Al Green, what are you doing? He said, I'm filing impeachment papers.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't.
Oh, yeah?
I want to say condolences to the family of, it appears a firefighter passed away. Jermaine, let me see. And a lot of people, look at this, I don't know the person, but this was a very, very...
I believe we've seen him in the news here and there.
Yeah. And, a lot of people are going to miss this gentleman. So we just want to say condolences going out to him and his family. I saw Tony put up the post. And he said, sleep well, Mexican. So they call him Mexican, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of people post about that.
So our condolences go out to the fire department and to his family. Our prayers are with you guys. Yep. And those are the type of people that we need.
It's true.
Speaking about firefighters, let me go. What is today? Today is the 6th.
Today's Thursday. Bob Marley
got caught up.
I told you today would be Bob Marley's birthday.
Yeah.
Scene.
Yes, I am.
I don't know if he's ever said scene. I don't know if I ever heard any audio of him or anything that he said scene.
Zine?
Scene.
So, really want anybody got top of the money? I said on top of the money and bottom of the day. We could just try it out there. Let's figure it out.
Okay.
Let's figure it out. Once that's on top of the money and bottom of the day, straight away. So here we go.
Cram, morning stew. Oh yeah.
Wow.
That job boy, later.
Yo,
What?
that's fun.
Huh?
Huh?
What you say?
No, good morning, Cynthia. Cynthia says that the firefighter that's on the Jeep first cousin.
Okay. Yes, a bunch of people had it up. I guess he's a well-known guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Cram, morning stew. Oh yeah. Top of the money. Top of the money. Bottom of the day. Bottom of the day. Top of the money. Top of the money. Bottom of the day. Bottom of the day.
All right. Good. Anybody got top of the money? They want to send to anybody?
Well, since you don't play the thing, I want to get top of the morning to you for being so brave for play top of the morning and we don't even got one yet.
I mean, hey,
So top of the morning to
Moscow
you.
got somebody we want to big up. Who you want to big up? What happened the other day? Who you want to big up?
I want to big up Dickie Bradley. Because Dickie Bradley said that whack the fonto, then spray it with pesticide. For those of you who don't know what the fonto are the nicest thing for smoke weed in. But they said that though and I wouldn't doubt that they spray the thing with pesticide to get the nice proper punter leaf where you need, with the nice color and everything, and a nice flavor. But, you see, and it is true, and we don't want the punter to get full up again. So, I'd suggest, because I'm going to tell you, I know what happened to it, I don't know if Dickie mentioned, Fanta is almost more addictive than weed.
Mm-hmm.
I have done scientific surveys on this, and I have seen many people got their last draw and no Fanta, and they would never roll in on bamboo, they wait for the Fanta. And that's that because the Fanta is as addictive as the weed. So if you want to smoke Fanta, when you try, what if we try to? Anyway, if you smoke Fanta, wash off on the Fanta first if you don't have to. You know, and cut down from the. What did they cut down from?
Yeah, you're the one talking. We don't know.
Are you the break up or that?
Yeah,
The fun to get into the system, right?
Within a cosmic bubble. No, but you know, serious thing. You know, a lot of people use Fanta a lot. So if you do, just be cognizant of the fact that it could do you harm too. You know, that's why I make sure you put in more weed than Fanta.
Oh gosh.
And I tell you the honest to goodness truth, what I used to think. I used to think that when anything happened, I light it, the fire kill everything, but you just pull in the smoke. You see, that should have been a medical minute.
Medical minute, no?
He's the one going.
What am I did to myself, but not thinking about putting that in a medical minute instead. Yeah.
So, anything about again, any more top of the days? Alright, so.
You play this song.
Now let's check, make sure to get the top of the days out. The guy at the bottom and get the lead.
Got it, Papa.
Alright, so we talk about the firefighters' business and the Gladstone Buckner Station officer responsible for the entire Belize district.
Yes.
Why they have to bottom of the day? First of all,
Two.
Mr. Buckner, when asked about why they believe that they have to try see what it is, man. If they had a fire in the middle of some sick out, that is a problem. Right? That is a problem. And then when asked these questions, keep the deflect and maybe go on like a politician to me. When Marisol was asking the questions, right? So let me, and the firefighters had a right to use their sick days and they give them kind of try to find diplomatic answers when clearly there's a problem. And the problem is, and the people should know that moving forward, if you have problems with the firefighters and like it just happened like that when fire happen while one sick out they happen. And then you to give crap answers to what I don't know to try to pretend that everything alright and there's a two-phrase word that I want to use, the thing will make green grass grow high in Texas. So bottom of the day, Mr. Buckner, act the complete fool. Rather than be straight up and say what it is. I mean, but this was his response where when asked about the impact of the sick out, he said, well, everybody know what the hell I want sick out. The firefighters got 16 days. Yes, officially they have 16 days and they had the right to use it. Everybody and their granny know that, sir.
You can't take them. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
So here we go. Bottom of the day.
The firefighters, they might not feeling well. They call in sick. By law, we have 16 days within the year, so they're just utilizing their rights, calling in sick.
How many called in sick for both stations?
It will be approximately a few officers. Let me leave it as that.
I heard 8. Is that a correct figure?
A few officers. I'll leave it as that.
Well, then can you tell me how many officers there are in Belize City?
We have enough officers in Belize City.
But so then today we're told it's the mechanics who had to respond to this fire. Is that correct?
From time to time, we use mechanics. Mechanics come out and assist us, especially when you have troubles with maybe the engine on the ground. We do utilize mechanics from time to time.
Okay, but if it is that this sick out continues, how do you expect it's going to impact the fire service? Like, how long can they sick out? I know you say 16, but...
The thing is, each individual is responsible for their own action. And like I said, that's their right. We can't say they are not sick. We're not doctors. So they have the right to call in sick.
Ah, that's a load of crap.
I would like to file a secondary bottom of the day if I may.
Yo, there's no need. Hey, there's no need for that, sir. Just say what it is. Yo, there's a problem.
I would like to. This is a first, I believe, on the Morning Stew in the history of the Morning Stew.
Where's Mr.
I would
Moore?
like to do a secondary bounce drive bottom of the day to the person that brought up the bottom of the day, Mr. Frisco.
Why?
Yes, so this is a bounce drive bottom of the because, okay, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. That gentleman, apparently, I don't know, but
He's
I don't
very
think that he
cautious
would.
with his answers.
Yeah, I don't think that he was in his element. He would not have been the guy that would normally dead at the fire. Nor
No,
would
he is the.
nor would the mechanics that was there would they normally be the guy, but them in dead. No, you know what that would have been like? That would have been like if everybody that praying one day call in sick.
We know what it is.
Lisa walk outside. Wait, and Lisa walk outside and Marisol, they're right there in IPS with the mic. Now we going on. Lisa knows.
No, but this firefighting thing has been brewing. The fire never happened. The fire never happened the same time the thing happened. All of this been the lead up. Then bam, so happens when fire happened.
True. But what happened, I want to tell you, I don't believe, I understand what you would say, that, you know, he was being evasive, but I don't think that he in a person way used to the on TV and from media. I don't believe that he's a person who used to out there with firefighting equipment every day like that. And I think that
He is a station officer. He is the station officer responsible. See that word right there? Responsible for the entire Belize district.
Okay, now tell me this. Okay, Lisa Love, this is the way I learned from Dickie Bradley and from.
Yo, the question is the impact and moving
Mr.
forward.
Frisco.
Huh?
Answer the question, Mr. Frisco.
What?
Yes or no, please.
Kepa.
Did he say that the firefighters are entitled to their sick days? Yes or no?
That's what he said.
Yes, all right. Did he also say that we are not doctors and we cannot decide whether or not they were sick or not? Yes or
Again,
no?
but this you talk like they're on a bubble. We know that the firefighters had a problem for last week. This the brew. This don't happen out of the blue sky group.
Yeah.
They know this problem, the brew. It's been in the news for the week before.
You said no.
And so the question was how this will impact firefighting moving forward.
Yeah.
That's the question. Just be straight up and say how we address this. How if a fire happen tomorrow?
What
we do?
I think I understand what you would say.
People have started to be responsible for the station, you know, for when they deal with.
Yeah, where he could have said is that, you know, something, this is a small fire and we're working on it. Thank goodness that it wasn't, you know, a big area. But
no, they never asked about the fire group.
You see now but let me finish. The point would be the appropriate point to make then would have been, but if the firefighters had the right equipment, if we were getting paid better, if they didn't cut way time and way over time, you know, there would be no.
But that wasn't the question, sir. The question, but that wasn't the question. Why did they say all of that? The question was, how does this impact firefighting moving forward? That's the question. How does the sick out and all the problems that's occurring will affect firefighting? When they ask about the whole what we want and what we need.
Maybe when I do, make the people make the decisions realize, you know what?
I'll do that. Well, then he just take up for everybody, rather than say it out loud. What's the real problem? People want to know.
Yeah, he should have stated what the problems are, what their needs are. But at the same token, I believe that they should make the people who are in charge of that department, who are in charge of fire department look and say, you know what?
Then,
We can't play around with them people. We have to deal with them correct.
well, he never make his song bad. He made it song as it's all legit.
Yeah. And
So he never-
really,
That's just man.
He never send home like you 3 man there on base.
yeah.
All you need for all you need our base it for send the man home. But instead what you do?
Well,
You get strike out.
Yeah.
You get strike out at the plate. They make excuses.
yeah, I believe that if he would have said anything kind of different, he might have undermined what the sick out that wasn't a sick out was supposed to mean. I understand what you said, bro. The man had an opportunity to list all the firefighters' grievance right there. I tell them we shouldn't have mechanics out here, but every now and again we have to, because so and so. Yeah.
I not done there because then there's been comments and the let me get to that. PSU lash out from the minister suggesting that and he was also this Mr. Buckner here suggesting that well, you already get used to it because 80 new firefighters to come and so on and make overtime. So we don't need to reconsider the overtime thing because guess what? We don't deserve overtime. And I think the minister himself is saying, well, firefighters don't even work, no fight fire every day. All of them kind of simple comments that come out.
They're on duty. I mean, do these nutcase understand what being on?
Just to feel right to say no. I never get to the just to get to where I say.
I never go by what the firefighters said. I'm going by what the people in charge are saying. You know, you ever try to put one lie upon a retainer?
Down.
Yes.
Because of what they're saying, that's why this is happening.
Firefighters that are people where they're on retainer. So you know they pay them for the fire when they put out. You to pay them to be available when they need to put out a fire. Because I guarantee you, if every firefighter that is asleep 1 o'clock in the morning or a fire broke out and they call in, then they come. So the people that make their statement, Marisol and Jules have to hold them to the fire, not to make them make stupid statement like that. If you don't want to save money, cut for the pay. We don't got no hazard, we don't no emergency. But no one cut firefight.
And our Dean Flowers said, Dean Flowers is saying that they're making the issue because if the firefighters are saying cut the overtime, but Dean is saying the issue that not really the overtime. They have to work overtime to try and make one decent salary.
Yep.
Because without overtime, the salary. So I don't know if firefighting now a part-time thing. If it's considered a part-time job, and so you get a part-time pay, I don't know.
And I say how.
And so he's saying the overtime not because they want the overtime just make them reach. So he's saying, well, and we've always been saying this, police, public people who work, BDF, nurses, doctors, and I guess firefighters, all these people who put their life at risk, probably need a decent week pay. And so he's saying, well, not about the overtime. The overtime just get them to the point upon they could probably live and survive. So if you pay them a decent salary, then they don't need overtime.
I tell you what, that's we problem. We ministers don't do much. A lot of them they know they do a thing. You know they make $40,000 too much.
Well, that's what Dean say.
90% of them ministers they make $40,000 too much. You know, you got one handful where they work, and you got the other where they just leeches where they hang on for the ride. So before you start to look at, you know, firefighters and public officers and civil servants for cut pay, look upon our own pay and ask yourself if you think you deserve it. You know to get on a regular bloated salary, you know to get vehicle salary, you know to get housing salary, you know to get phone salary, all kind of things. Right. When it make no sense.
So yeah, so again, Mr. the bottom of the day guy. And again, so the level of insensitivity when you say, well, you better get used to small allowances. What? Bottom of the day, sir. You still want to take up for this guy? You still want to take up for this guy? You You still
I'm
want?
saying that the minister was in charge of that to say that, right?
No,
Because
no.
some
The
kind of
chief,
sending.
the fire chief.
The fire chief.
The fire
person.
chief said that get used to the small allowances because more firefighters are coming on board.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. Whose side the fire chief depend?
So
Not his workers.
so these are Dean Flores' comments to that. He might made a lash out on the whole thing that the way out there they treat it that like but it shows, right? It shows that over the years, by every administration that we not take the fire department serious. We not take firefighting in Belize serious, based on the resources that are provided. And that's why I asked, do they feel like firefighting, or is firefighting considered a half-time job or a side job?
And one of our stores saying that they need proper gear to fight fires.
Right, so you know, so they don't take it serious because money is not get like they're like, then they right there. So I don't know if they think they probably not got nothing to do. But then I know they got 80 new firefighters. So if you got 80 new firefighters, then you should know that they need one kind of pay. I don't think nobody want to work for you, leave it alone. And now a job where you put your life at risk.
Exactly is what I'm saying. How many ministers put their life at risk and then get bloated everything? You know, they need to recheck their priorities. And I hear so many firehouses in a deplorable condition.
Yeah.
I hear, some of them have mildew, some of them got animal run right through.
Oh, God.
And,
So, right.
know,
And so,
I gotta tell you what the problem, The problem is that we included fire engine in a parade. We take fire engine as, that was a fun thing. That's at the time when we think about firefighters the most, that during fire engine parade. And I think whoever they represent then, they need to change that person, and they need to put somebody in there who really care about firefighters and their well-being and, the salaries they make, because people who talk for the firefight or we're supposed to be representing the firefighters, they don't look like they're representing. It looks like they're telling them to take it or leave it, And firefighting, a job where you could say, like, wipe and strike. Because I guarantee if they end up on strike on fire, they're right off at a strike and go deal with it. Colville Murillo says the firefighters need proper gear to fight these fires. Some of them don't even have the proper boots, mask with oxygen. Totally agree with you.
That's what he said.
The firefighters have to fight off the raccoons that's invading the place. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Minister, one thing that these politicians need to have one weekly class about how to learn how to talk in public, because a lot of them don't know how to talk or how to communicate the words that you want to come from your brain to your mouth. By the time it leaves your brain and get to your mouth, people don't understand what to say. So I have to learn to communicate better, let people know that I represent you, and I hear your concern, and I there with you. Not make them feel like you're a dibby piam representative, I don't want to be that.
yeah, so, yeah.
When you make them big money, think about other people, bro.
Yeah.
When you make them big 6 figures salary, they think about poor people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dean Flores, the man wasn't pleased about, what was said. And, some fiery comments. And if you want to rehash that, but
Shots fired.
But I'm sorry at my bottom of the day, because again, you're responsible for. You're responsible. So I don't know if you're responsible as in you represent the government side, the ministry side, or you represent the firefighter side. So it's a funny line. I don't know what part this gentleman said on, but our level of insensitivity, right?
Yeah.
To say that.
The one way to talk about, now, isn't that German? The one way to talk about must be about so-called, have a lot of things on the top of it.
I don't know how the guy look. I never see the visual insert, but again, you're speaking about people who have grievances. Speaking about people who put their lives at risk. To even suggest that firefighters don't work or fight fire every day, that the most
That's
asinine thing you could ever hear from a professional.
to come out your mouth, shame on you.
Yeah, if you know, you would do it then. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I mean, everybody know fire enough every day. But when there is one, you need people who are there and ready to respond, right?
One of our listeners says, I was at Marion Jones and the fire station there is a disgrace. They're continuing to type something. Somebody else said, fella, your cousin, the fire chief. I believe so. Mr. Martis, I think.
No, well, that's not Mr. Martis.
Yeah, but that's not Mr. Martis.
That the district, for the Belize district.
But the person in charge of the entire city.
Yeah. Steve Benedict says that since you guys are on the topic of firemen and fire service, I would like to let the government or whoever is responsible for purchasing these fire trucks and fire equipment, there is a company out there that can assist them with those kind of things. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to send me more information about that. But yeah, we're not really
Think that
looking.
they're interested in buying anything?
I don't think we're going to give it.
Like I said, they haven't treated firefighting serious. Just based on all the actions over the last 20 years. Sell the fire station. How the hell you sell the fire station?
Why?
How you sell the fire station? Like, what?
We put up one parking lot.
What?
Really?
A centrally located fire station you sold. If you dump the fire station on the outskirts of the city, wow, brilliant. Genius.
God.
You go. That is ridiculous. So they haven't treated firefighting overall as something serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, that's on the back page. If you ain't got water, who cares? If 10 house burn down, who cares? If there's water availability, who cares? If they have fire trucks, who cares? Hey, the firefighters are not to work, who cares?
Right? Yo, bro. It's just rough. I just don't feel. I think that when you put people in charge,
that's like the military. We never take the military serious for 1981.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they put you in charge of a ministry, you have to at least pretend that you care about your ministry and the people under your command. And yeah, so when you hear like the fire chiefs tell you, yo, we need this. When you with your own eyes see what's happening with the water and fire trucks, if you have any little bit of common sense, you would know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, you ask your colleagues what to do, or you speak to the fire chief and ask them what you suggest we do. Mm-hmm. But when I hear, there's a couple of ministers when I hear they talk about their ministry, you could tell that they only do it because they're in a portfolio. And I really...
Let me grab this. Somebody's here though.
Answer your question and done.
Yeah. Cremelo.
Molly.
Yeah, what up?
That is the reason why these people become politicians. Because at the end of the day, no care how much bull they do, no much crap they do, how much stupidness they do, they are not held accountable and responsible to the point where they can be persecuted or punished. So they don't care because they don't know the thing and blow over like a little breeze. And the people, they want to suck it up and everything going to be all right. But if they were facing detrimental situations like some of these other nations where when the politicians or whoever is in charge commit any kind of wrongdoing, they are held accountable, they are tried, and if it's time for them to go to jail, they go to jail. So when last has that happened in our nation, when any of these people we put in position to take care of our situations, they mess up, what happened? Nothing happened. Then change their portfolio and they put them somewhere and then they make the thing simmer down and back to business as usual. Just like
and then they walk out of the
same,
inquiry.
Fire station centrally located to a company we have growth entity and kind of stuck that in a Marion Jones.
Well, the new administration said they have plans for a new station there at Chetamal Street.
Have plans? So the plan last?
Well, it's in the pipeline, but at least they have one plan.
You see that the thing with me in Frisco?
The pipeline built yet?
You got a source funding, right?
Yeah, we could wait, brother. We like wait. We like wait. Yeah, all right, though.
Yeah.
I just hope that they find a way to resolve this situation fast. Alright? Because then people are crucial, quick responders, and then when anything go bad, we don't find a way to blame the people in. But let's see how we could put the thing alright by holding these politicians, these officials accountable and responsible. Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Valentine, thanks.
You see, the thing is, I've always maintained, and on the Morning Stew, we've always said that we are a proactive government. We are not this particular, but as a people, all of our governments have been reactive. We don't have like people that sit down and look ahead and then plan for things that could happen ahead. Look at things that we might need. And the fire department and the police department and by extension the military, I think that we don't take them seriously enough at all.
Charlie said bottom of the day going out to MIDH.
What did they do?
For wanting to put roundabouts in Ladyville. Now we'll have to drive all the way to Lord's Bank to turn and come back down. So what they did from Palote to by Brody's. And remember when this thing started? Remember when this started? We were when this guy who was lecturing the citizenry about all communities on both sides of the highways. Y'all out of luck. That you all can calling that piece of strip there highway is the second asinine thing I've heard in recent history. How the hell that will be a highway when you have communities all the way along there? That's a part of the city. The city go right up to the city go right up to the bridge.
To the bridge. That's
How you want to call one leave strip on the highway? Who benefits from all the concrete block with it on the side of the concrete barriers?
Frisco, what is MIDH doing in Ladyville?
Well, they're building the new, they're repairing the roads. But they're going to do the same thing that they did on this trip. Put the roundabouts and block off so you can't enter. You have to go all the way up, come all the way down. And gas prices ain't too cheap around these parts. Yo, what up?
Frisco answer the phone, man, and stop going off.
Well, okay, I just cut you off because you be the honor, you want to be rude. Come on. You the honor, you the complaint, bruh. When you call some man as you call back.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, man. You the honor, you tell Frisco that me the honor, me answer the phone. What go on you, William? What is going on with you? Creme.
Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Hello?
Yeah, what up? Listen to the phone, not listen to the thing. First of all, anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what up? Talk to me.
Big up, please, sir.
Huh?
Big up, please, hello.
Uh-huh.
Big up, please, hello.
All right.
Thank you.
Please, hello.
Okay.
Man, please, hello.
All right, we get your Lisa Love.
Yeah, no, she was on Channel 5, they were telling her about.
Oh, the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one tell her about. She was on with Channel 5.
See me like it?
She was on with Channel 5.
Yeah. See me watch the show.
On Channel 5, yeah, they were doing the culture thing, and I like it when she went to JC and asked them about the job.
Yes.
Nobody was playing at the radio station.
Yes, sir. All right.
Top of the morning to Lisa.
Top of the morning to Lisa Love. There you go. See that much better. There you go, Lisa. Top of the morning to you.
Oh, thank you.
Good job. All right, great. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Kasale, what up? Yo.
Yes, sir.
Where you going?
How you guys doing today? The last caller, yeah, you didn't hang up on his face and do it again if he had disrespect you like that. Sometimes I call 1,000 times they can't get through. That's how the game
You're
works.
not Kasale for me right now.
I never complain about that. Hey, Steve the Groove Master, hey, the fun thought is tobacco leaf. You're smoking tobacco. All you fake Rasta man down there in Belize or the smoke Ponto. That stuff is tobacco. I watch the man they politely roll up their front door like they're a religious thing and they smoke tobacco.
Okay, so what are you supposed to smoke your marijuana in?
I don't know. I use paper. I don't know.
Newspaper. All right. How about fillet? Because some people use fillet.
Caucasian thing.
Yeah, Philly is tobacco too. That's tobacco. It's the same thing.
Fillet and tobacco.
But fillet process, I mean, I go through the ringer. That's been through a process.
So yeah, and it's pretty
Even Punto in America go through a process. This is dry tobacco leaf.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Frisco, the four top jobs in Belize is not really, like they don't take any heed to it. Teachers, police officers, BDF, and the fire department. When you go to their facilities, like my homegirls will teach, sometimes they gotta spend $50 on materials, magic marker, whatever, onion skin paper. They spend money out of their own pockets to keep their class running. I see that for myself. Sometimes I give $20 to some of these girls to have a class going every day. It is inhumane the way they treat the teachers in their classrooms. It's like a slum. It's like a jail cell, some of these classes in Belize and everything. And that kid yesterday or 2 days ago, condolences to his family and everything. I've seen a lot of kids in Belize from between the hours of 12 to 1 o'clock in Dangriga. It's like a feeding program. A lot of kids between 12 and 1 o'clock is on the street, so you don't know who's accountable on the streets between 12 and 1 o'clock. And this is 4 o'clock, 4 years old, 6 on the streets going home or not going home because there's no food to eat. Yeah, so sometimes there's no food to go home to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, we got you, Casale.
Casale, Buck said he wait for the thing. Buck said not get the thing yet.
Leave him. You don't need nothing.
Yes, that Buck just tell me.
Lies.
All right, yeah, Casale get cut off.
Yeah.
You heard that lady now said he only got 10 seconds. Gosh.
Yeah.
Casale, Buck said not get the thing yet. Well, there's been some. Okay, there's a couple of pictures I just sent up that Steve saying got right in a lot right now. So if government want to talk to, I think could talk to, and he got there in a lot. Wait.
Remember that remember we were to speak with BK last week, right? So I think the date has changed for the thing. So I just want to get a quick update with the new data there.
All right.
So I got BK. We're not be very long because we got to go to a break. But yeah, morning BK, welcome back.
Good morning.
Which mic you have? If you have a grab, yeah, I got that mic. Right.
So what's happening, brother? How you been?
Yeah. So it should have been this week, but the concert, the jazz concert, featuring yourself has been moved, right?
Right. It's actually I'm going to be doing music from my most recent record recording, Invisible Secret, original music, as well as some Stevie Wonder and some Marvin Gaye, and old school R&B. So I'm going to be throwing some of that down.
But the date has changed.
The date. Oh, thank you.
So what's the date?
So the date is the 27th of February at 7 p.m.
That's going to be 27th of February. That's a Thursday.
Yep, that's right.
One night?
Just one night only. One night only.
So it's you and who?
I haven't put all that together yet because basically I'm doing a benefit for the Bliss Auditorium.
Okay.
So come one, come all. Seating is limited, and look forward to it.
Right. So so just kind of let people know that. So I get all the information. in the next couple of weeks, closer to the time, right?
Yes, absolutely. I'll make sure you have it.
For the
on.
jazz lovers, jazz, right? It's
Well, yeah, I'm going to be throwing down some jazz, of course, man.
Yeah,
Come on now.
yeah.
You know me, Frisco.
Whose piano are you going to use, sir?
I'm going to use the auditorium, the
All
Bliss
right.
Auditorium. It's a good one. It's good. It's a 9-footer.
Okay.
It's got good sound, good depth.
You didn't bring your Steinway.
All right.
I did not. Not today. Not today. Not this trip. But this is a fun trip.
All right.
And I want to just see everybody and say hi.
Yeah, we gotta see. We gotta see you live, BK Davis.
Yeah.
Well-renowned jazz. Musician. How do you?
Composer. I call myself a composer.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you're a composer.
Why
Wouldn't
BK?
impresario be a better word?
Ooh,
Wow.
well now,
Wow.
now hold on.
Okay.
Who's got the lexicon on the verbiage?
Oh, yeah, that's Sir Groove. Right, yeah. you the man, sir.
Touche.
The verbiage.
Oh, the verbiage.
Oh, boy.
Oh man. All right, BK.
Yeah.
I know we're pressed for time. You're popping, but at least we could get that kind of information out.
27
So
of
closer to the time,
February.
make we get all the stats together. And,
Definitely, and
Right.
hopefully, we'll talk about when we're gonna get together again.
right.
But
Well, let me ask you, how's your
Yeah.
stay in Belize? How has it been? You've been here a minute.
oh man,
You know, the man sang, he said, coming back to Belize, and he take it dead serious. He's back in Belize.
Ask him if he's got a Facebook page that he put up.
Are you on Facebook? I know your music is on YouTube, BK Davis.
yeah, I don't have time
You're not
for
Facebook.
all of that.
Yeah.
Facebook and
But your music is on.
it's everywhere. My
Yeah.
music is everywhere. Also, my book. We talked about my book, Frisco, the book I wrote, Ivory Tower, is a true story.
Okay.
And the last thing, but yeah, my new music is Invisible Secret by BK Davis.
You want to know what is the invisible secret?
Yeah, and if you want to know what the invisible secret is, you have to be there on the 27th at 7 p.m.
Hey,
27th of February.
Close to Valentine, and ladies want to tell you, hey, I got an invisible secret for you. You got to figure it out.
You know what? We might do a little bit of this. We might do a little bit of this. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel, well, anyway, I'm still waking
BK in the house, yo.
I'm waking up.
All right.
It's good to see everybody. Good to talk
right.
to you too.
All right. Thanks, BK. Closer to the
take
date,
care,
I link,
BK.
right?
Huh?
Closer to the date, I link.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
All right. Good seeing you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Alright.
Too. Take care of yourself.
Kid
Is that Linda? Is that Linda?
Huh?
Linda.
Well, it's Lisa. Lisa Love.
Is that you, Lisa?
Yes.
Yes,
The
it
BK,
Oh,
the
my
BK
goodness.
Lisa Love.
It's good.
Yeah, because the TV not the answer, I can't say there, but yeah.
Am I on screen right now?
No. I just have you on the mics right now, but yeah.
'Cause I didn't do my hair today.
You know what? Yes. Says Mike. That's what Michael Jordan said. I didn't do my hair today.
Peace and love, everybody.
We'll be right back, folks.
Bye-bye. Thank you, BK.
You missed the question in the group.
Oh, okay.
All
right, I'll check it.
Okay. We'll be back.
Yeah.
The streetlight implementation plan is to replace the high
fast.
Kid you not, it don't feel like Thursday.
The discount sale that was to happen tomorrow is moved to Valentine's Day, actually, next week, Friday the 14th.
Yes.
Same place, same time. Right, Sir Groove?
That's right. Complex over there is going to be happening, so check it out. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. the Complex Basketball Court in Lake High. Everything a dollar up, please.
Dollar up, yeah.
Boy.
Hey, Don Hector, what you going?
Good morning, my good friend. Good morning.
What's up?
I want to jump in on the firefighting and firefighters dilemma. Like I tell you, the whole nation. Fire in history has been perhaps more destructive than hurricanes. When you start to check on history and find out the fires that have destroyed, for example, Belize City, there was a fire that destroyed the whole of North Valley.
Yeah.
That's in history written. There's another fire that destroyed Southside. Fires have been destroying San Ignacio, for example. We have lost over 100 homes in big fires. And so has San Pedro, so has Corozal, so has all in the country. No. Because of that, I consider that firefighting is as important as the police job and the BDF. As important. If you have no firefighters, you can lose all your communities. This has been proven many times. So, people are wondering, why are the firefighters complaining? First of all, a firefighter is like a man going to a war.
Well, then tell her why they didn't complain.
Going to face a war, which is fire. Very dangerous. We have seen life lost because of people that dared or ignored the danger of facing a fire. So these people are very important. I would have considered them as a preventers of destruction, as people very important that you can call, and you can call at any time in the night or under any circumstances. They are there to come and save. But, and this is what Belizeans don't know, the colonial system gave us something called colonial hangover. And that is to be afraid. Master. The workers, the people fear the master terribly when the master was sick. That has been brought down from up there. And I know that I faced it already when I was my many years in politics. People are afraid. So I remember I told my staff at public house when I took over that ministry, look, do not be afraid of me. Come tell me what is going wrong, man. Because I only could administer if you tell me what is wrong. So that fear is caused many people not even to be answered, to answer the truth. I saw that person there answering questions, but he was afraid to come out. Why? He kept answering one question over and over. That has been heard in other sectors of our public service. They are afraid to come out with the truth. So this is one of the things that I think that Belizeans, and this is in the absence of good trade unions. In olden days, people were more bold because they knew that the General Workers Union or the Christian Workers Union were very strong, and that great men like Nicholas Pollard, Middleton, and all those men, they used to face the boss.
Yeah.
They used to do that at 7-Eleven.
And I see
7-Eleven,
that
baby.
as a bad thing for business.
Yeah.
Fear to be afraid to answer the truth or express your rights. Everybody has rights. So I leave you all with that, but I think that we have to begin to consider what is hampering our good governance. When it was
Agreed.
without fire.
All right.
Everybody got
That's right. Thank you very much, Don Hector.
Thanks,
I'm
Don.
just saying, for what reason?
Yep.
The teachers are going on Friday on a massive demonstration. I don't know what the protest was to Belmopan, because they are expressing their rights without fear, but they are a very strong organization.
Yeah.
So I leave you all with that. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Don Hector.
Have a great day, Don Hector. As always, your insight is very, very astute and appreciated. Yo, yesterday the police, they burned up a whole lot of drugs, you know. Yes. The police department, they burned over 30 kilograms of illicit products. Yes, according to the police, all drugs were accounted for. All witnesses were satisfied with the destruction process, which concluded at 2 p.m. They listed what it is that they destroyed, but they listed it in that communist measurement called grams. And because I refuse to learn grams, and I don't want nobody else to learn grams, I transferred it into pounds. Well, the drugs that were destroyed yesterday, they destroyed 5,705.8 grams of cocaine. That was about 13 pounds. They also destroyed 374.22 grams of crack cocaine, about 3/4 pound. And they destroyed 3,651.29 grams of hashish. That's about 8 pounds. Also included, along with the illicit drugs that they burnt, for some reason they burned 30,000 grams of cannabis. They're like 66 pounds. So, yes, a lot of
burning them things. Yeah. Hey, Ram, what up?
Yes.
Greetings. In the name of Most High Allah, boom to you.
Yes.
Frisco, Grove, and Sugar and Cream on a list. I love big respect to you.
Sugar and cream, no.
Did you say, yeah, that was after the cycling contest, everything was Sugar and Cream, and the sweetest whole day was this.
Did they get close to that?
Frisco. You don't say too. Yes. Frisco, this fire station that you mentioned that it was downtown and turned to a parking lot. Where that was?
Across from Atlantic Bank. By Freetown Road there.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah. Well, when you said downtown, I was thinking Albert Street.
No, I said centrally located. I never said downtown.
That was behind the district behind. Yeah. Okay, I know that one. Yeah, it's true. That's the Balami used to have the Baker shop too. Anyway, the one that you were talking about was the one by Bridge Food when you head for Tourist Village.
Oh yeah, there.
Because that became a taxi terminal.
Yeah.
And the other one on Yabra, that became a housing project from, But anyway, I think it's a lot of things of Sandom when it comes to that fire history, the story of the firemen and these essential servicemen. It's so sad when I see the police, they have to let police and go become security. That shows me that they make better security than when they are in the police, and those aren't, And the last thing to make it short, because the program got after 11. I hear that by William Jenkins. You used to live on Jew Street, Frisco?
Yeah, he used to be my neighbor. I live upstairs, him live downstairs.
Okay, but that's not your home, man. You used to only live there.
Huh?
You used to live there, not your home.
That's the family home. That's the family.
Okay, but when you mentioned that, I said, hey, that is because I used to go right away. William, I'm a good friend too. William.
Okay, yeah.
I used carry yard man because you call Jamaican people.
Yeah, William used to raise the. William used to make the biggest kite.
I'm so happy, and I was very much happy to hear Puka Curly, especially when the man got back home. The man said, hey, there, Uganda. I said, boy, my boy, get the message. Marcus Garvey, one love, respect.
Yes, sir.
All right, see you morning.
Yeah, William used to make William used to make wicked kite back in the day, big kite, big singer. Yeah.
Did he ever win any competition? Do you know?
I don't think he ever got any. I think he used to go in for sure, no. I think he used to go in. Hey, man, man, throw me off this morning, though. William, you be the first time to get cut off for the new year.
Oh gosh, man.
William was in our call back. Hey, we can send a shout out to him. Oh my. What's his name now? Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett don't call back at all. Mr. Bennett say.
Mr. B, I saw him.
Hey, Mr. B, you have to understand, when you deal with
I saw Mr. B. I saw him.
Yeah, they deal with three people that got three views of their own and open source type. All the shows that are the same show. I tell people. They show different from the other shows. Their shows depend heavily on caller content, but we have content. And then we invite callers to participate in our content. So that's kind of how this do. I mean, these are no new news. All the stewing fans know that, right?
Gonna be 8 years in May.
Yep. How much?
8.
God damn. This crew? This iteration?
Yep.
That long groove? Man.
That's love to say so.
That's terrible.
Oh, you know.
That one good thing that Grace put up a thing until the 14th for Valentine's,
Once again.
Yeah. Because like Valentine's are a good thing because after when the couples then go out there and then do their shopping. Decide peace there, I have to wait for April Fool's sale.
Oh Lord, somebody's here real quick. Quick call. Hello.
Good morning. I want to come to the defense of Mr. Buckner.
Okay.
I used to live in front of the fire station many years ago. He's a firefighter. He's a trained firefighter.
I figure so.
I'm not sure about the CEO, but I'm sure about him. And I will say he's a hard worker. Sad to say what's happening with them now. But there are several firefighters that worked hard when I lived around that area. He was transferred to district and he came back to Belize City, and that's what he got in that position that he's in now. But he is trained and he works hard.
We never did say that he wasn't.
We said.
So I know him, and I just wanted to call in and say that.
Yeah.
And one more thing I want to say, I want to ask the Ministry of Health to please work on Carl Hushner.
Oh yeah.
I had a bad experience there the other day. Went there with allergies and they would not attend to me for 3.5 hours.
Wow.
I almost died. But because of one Belizean doctor that decided that she's going to deter me from going to healthcare partners because they wouldn't attend to me there, because the Cuban nurse and doctor that was there said it's not an emergency and my tongue was swollen. I was speaking and that's why he said go sit at triage. But you know what? I'm glad that I had my spray with me that helped me with my bleeding. But the allergy was there and she came after 3.5 hours from the other side of the emergency that had nothing to do with her. I guess I am assuming that one is security here because I was very upset. And she came and she said, Mom, I will administer to you a cortisone injection. She said, I have to check your vitals. I didn't even take my name. I went there by ambulance, I might add. By ambulance. And they didn't attend to me. They were busy doing whatever they were doing. But thankfully for that Belizean doctor, she came, she administered that treatment. I was able to go home by ambulance. Went and saw my doctor the next morning, but I could have died. I have bad allergies. My name is Carla Sainsbury. I have bad chronic allergies. I've been taking treatment for murder for 5 years. So to let them treat me that way, it's not even about who I am. It's about the fact. So I'm asking the Minister of Health.
You didn't get your name, say it again?
I didn't get the name of the doctor.
No, I didn't get your name. You said your name.
My name is Carla Sainsbury.
Okay.
But I will say this. I'm encouraging the Minister of Health. There's nothing wrong in doing all these NHI clinics, but who's going to benefit from those monies? The private hospitals. Invest in Carl Hushner. Carl Hushner doesn't need a new building. You need to repair and refurbish. Put people in there. Don't have one doctor and one nurse on duty in an emergency room. It's unfair. It's uncalled for.
So who was the next doctor?
Focus on this NHI clinic. Focus on the main hospital.
Who was the next doctor?
I don't have insurance, huh?
Who was the next doctor that came in?
The next doctor that saw me?
Uh-huh.
I don't even get her name, to be honest with you. She didn't, I think because she was so upset for me, all she did, she said, Sainsbury, please allow me to administer this to you because I know this will kill you.
Was she on duty or off duty?
She was on duty, but she is on the other side. There's two emergencies. There's emergency with if you have cough, if you have breathing problem, but there's emergency if people are having a heart attack or they're in a bad accident. There's another side of the emergency. She came from the other side of the emergency because I think somebody went and told her I was upset. Nobody saw me. No one even take my temperature. No, they don't take nothing. They didn't do no vitals for me.
You can't hear each other.
Don't even write down my name. You know what the doctor was interested in? I just had major hand surgery in Merida. $12,000 I paid for that surgery. I almost lost my arm. And you know what? You know what the doctor was interested when I got there? What's wrong with your arm? So the EMT told him, he said, listen, it's not about her arm. I brought her here because we don't have no medication that we could give her, no antihistamine on board. We can't administer antihistamine. So I brought her here. I took her from her home. And you know what he said? Oh, you're going to Merida, going to get treatment, right? Going to get surgery? And you know what? He did not even think about it. You know what he told the EMT? She could talk. Her tongue is swollen. Yes, I see her tongue is swollen, but it's not an emergency. She can go and wait in triage. And I waited there for 3.5 hours.
Well, you need to report that doctor.
Yes, you do.
And you know what?
Privately,
I
you
called
should report that
Commissioner
doctor.
and went on the PR. I called them, was on the line 15 minutes. Did not get through. And when I finally got through, I said my name and they clicked me off. I called twice and they didn't get through. So that's why I go to the media. Because at the end of the damn day.
You see why we have to issue out some bottom of the day? You see why? So
You know, so
a job
it's
one alerts or
that
whatnot.
me. So all I'm saying to the Minister of Health, yes, you put in a CAT scan machine. At hospital, I need to have a CAT scan machine. Don't tell me all of that.
But, you know.
You are spending money on these NHI clinics, which is good. But it's bad at the same time because you're neglecting the main hospital where people go every day and need help and don't get the help that they need because
So you think, okay,
it lasts so much.
So let me ask you think is it that or is it just that the decision of a doctor to decide that, well, you're not as important at the moment? Because you have all the resources and if a doctor decides, well, he's not attend to you.
You know what happened? The nurse that was supposed to be in triage wasn't even in triage. And I want to call him a name, but I'm not going to do it. He's very flamboyant, if you know what I mean.
All right, we got to
you know what he told me? He said, listen, stand right here. And I told him I can't stand. I said, I walked from where I was, a 1.5 waiting. I came to this door, to the glass door. He told me to stand here and wait. I said, I can't stand. I said, because I'm not feeling well. He said, well, you're not an emergency. If you can't stand and wait, I'm not going to write you up. I said, so you're threatening me? And he said, yeah. I said, because at the end of the day, you're not an emergency. I don't know where you came from. I said, I've been here sitting on that chair. You are not at your triage booth. You're in the main hospital, main emergency, doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You didn't even come to me. You didn't even take my temperature. You did nothing at all. And now you're telling me that I'm not an emergency. I said, even if that's the way you feel, I have a right and you have a right as a nurse to attend to me anyways you take.
Yeah.
I said, so this is uncalled for. I said, but you know what? I will go to the media. And he said, you know what? Do the hell whatever you want. In his language because he's a Cuban.
Oh, okay.
And I told him, I said, I didn't even call him a Cuban then, but I was upset. And I told him, I said, then, you know what the other doctor told me? Miss, you can't holler in me. I said, it's a patient here. I said, I can see patients in there, but all these patients have been attended to. Who is not on oxygen is getting nebulized. Who is not in nebulized is on drip because they already attended to them. I was the only person in there, along with a man. The man left. A little boy was sitting outside because he was waiting for his mom. I was the only patient there.
Yeah.
And you know what? It hurt my heart. I had my niece call healthcare partners to ask them how much they'll charge me to take out antihistamine. They said $500. I told her, I have someone run me. Tell my brother, jump in my vehicle, leave my mom home, jump in my vehicle, get my money, and bring it to me. And I called the ambulance back. When the ambulance guy got there, that's the same time that the doctor was attending.
Yeah, we got to just say, my dear, we're kind of strapped for time. I
Yeah,
know
I
that
know, I
no, really
understand.
unfortunate.
Glad that you're
But I
okay.
thought I needed to throw that in there.
Yeah.
But Mr. Buckner is a good guy. He's a good guy.
Well, you need to answer any question, and I let down for the hope.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Maybe get caught up in the what you call that? The groove, the
euphoria,
the red tape. I don't know. Maybe they between the rock.
Like I said, first of all, Miss, I don't know who you are.
Sister Carla. Say Sister Carla. Say Sister Carla. Say Sister Carla.
Sister Carla.
Sister Carla?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Carla.
I said Sister Carla. Say Sister Carla.
Sister Carla. All right. Well, thank you. You know, we're glad you're okay and like that, but I would suggest that you push that issue to the max with the hospital about that doctor, because that's not right if it happened the way you said. And about Mr. Buckner, we not question the man's integrity or anything like that. I personally kind of understand why he said what he said, because again, you know, I throw your whole people under the bus. We are only saying that he could have used that platform to highlight what it is that they actually need and what the shortcomings of the departments are. But yeah, thank you very much for your call. Yesterday we missed our Black History Month thing. We said we were going to do 2 today. I don't know if we'll be able to get to 2 today, but let me just do a quick something about Mr. Isaiah Emmanuel Morter, if you will, please. Isaiah Emmanuel Morter was born 1860 in Freetown District of Belize. He was of the Igbo descendants. His parents were Ashanti royalty, coming from a line of slaves brought to America from Nigeria. Marcus Garvey wrote that Morter grew up fighting the opposition and difficulties generally surrounding one born in his condition, until he lifted himself to the highest pinnacle of service to his race and his country. By planting and growing bananas and coconuts, Morter built a fortune and is widely recognized as Belize's first millionaire of color. His nicknames included the Coconut King, Guinness Cigar, and he owned Key Chapel and other plantations. For his achievements, he was honored with the award of Knight Commander of the Distinguished Service, Ethiopia. He was also a strong supporter of Marcus Garvey's United Negro Improvement Association. Isaiah died on April 7th, 1924. A statue of Morter can be found at the end of Albert Street near St. John's Cathedral in Belize City. He is not widely known today by the public in Belize, and that's the way we should try to change, because people like Isaiah Morter are the foundation in which the country of Belize, was built, and the people like that made black people proud and gave us something to look forward to.
All the history, see, for people who don't know, they just don't know.
Exactly. I sent up. You know what impressed me most about Isaiah Morter was his looks. The man looked like a powerful, strong
black man.
Yeah. So I really want to say respect to Mr. Isaiah Morter, his family, and again, we can't give you the full history of these people. But, we hope that when we pop out a name out there, you go and you do a little research about that person, and then you tell somebody.
Of course.
Yes.
All right. Let's get a good word then.
Of course.
Of course.
This one, Myra sent it to me, so I'm just going to do it because...
Yes, so?
Of course, because Myra sent it of who quote he's using today. So, as we know, it's Bob Marley's birthday. The date would have been, he would have been 80 years old today. I don't know what's with my throat, but I will fix it. All right. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively.
Wow. So I could talk about Isaiah Morter.
There you go. It ties in. It ties in. So thank you very much. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively.
Right. You know that picture right there of Bob Marley, that probably the most.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, Miss Love is the lovely dash Kiki you're wearing.
Thank you.
We move into the first part of the man's perspective.
Yes, and it goes this way. So me kiss.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. And this man's perspective was said by a man.
You think so?
Exactly. The man. Rousseau.
Jacques
Yeah.
Rousseau.
Right. Too much effort to increase our happiness transforms it into misery. Yes, look at me with that one eye. Too much effort to increase our happiness transforms into misery.
Explain it, sir.
Because, well, that's simple. You know, if your whole purpose in life is to look for happiness, you know, you're always looking for happiness. That means that you're very seldom or never happy in your current situation because you're always looking for it. And because you're always looking for it, you're going to get the sense that you haven't found it. And you're going to start looking at your life negatively because you've always been looking for some of the things that you've already had. But you spend so much time looking for new things or one idea of happiness when not exists really, you overlook all the happiness that's around you now.
All right.
So, because looking for happiness becomes work, you know.
Yeah.
It becomes stressful, raise the pressure.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. You know, happen naturally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, speaking about happiness and the epitome of good-naturedness, Mr. Frisco.
All right. So I'm going to use this opportunity because we're strapped for time. I'll use this opportunity to get a couple of words in about the new video that came in. That they say the family kind of went around seeking and searching for, and there was some contact with individuals who thought something was off. What's your take on what you saw that at that point? Could have anything really been done based on the timeline and what you're seeing? What's your take on it? I can go with Lisa first, and then you, Groove.
Again,
you see the additional footage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw it. Yes, okay. I saw it. I believe that we failed this baby.
No, at the footage though. Did you think anything different could have been?
To say something is wrong, something is out of place. Frisco.
But the lady turned back. And went. But by the time they get the
baby was gone.
But nobody anyway. I got one sign where say, I'm going to jump in at the water.
I know the baby was gone, but
there was an opening there. The part of the seawall was missing. So yes. I don't believe like he just ran to the water. I believe he went into that water there and probably got pulled out. I see a lot of people have a lot of comments, and they're telling the people that you should not feel no kind of way. I agree with you. You should not feel armchair quarterback on a lot of things. But I know that if I was there and I saw that kid running by and I didn't do anything, and then I heard that kid lost his life, I would be like crap.
No, but you see, the new video. The new video shows, I guess, the two ladies saw the kid reversed and went things obviously.
Yeah.
But by the time they got there, and I guess none of them probably never know if to swim themselves.
Yeah.
So they got out the vehicle and couldn't do nothing because he was already in the water. So that's why I asked if, that at that point there was people there, but probably not somebody who could have dived or dove in the water and retrieved him. The two ladies were probably didn't know nothing but water.
Yeah. You see, you can't expect people to go above what they're capable of. If they can't swim and they would have jumped in, maybe there might have been 2 lives lost.
Or 3.
But the thing is, again, I think overall, bro, we failed. I think we failed. I know a whole lot of times when neighbors or with fellow citizens need with help without asking for it. But I think we fail. I don't understand how a 6-year-old people could say that they couldn't hold them or they, it's a 6-year-old. I could understand why people didn't want to get involved because, like some people say, it's not rare to see children running around during lunchtime. Some kids go out for lunch. But again, you could only use things as learning lessons, man.
Exactly.
You could only use things as
so the question would be, when we're processing this information and making commentary and judgments, I think half of the commentary or most of the thoughts that people are having is because they know what the outcome was and is. But if you didn't have that information, would you think the same way? Or would you? That's why I said. That's why I said yesterday. Like you could think that something is wrong, you could see it, but by the time you process it and you do your own thing, it's like, and then he's gone. And then by the time somebody said they called the police never come. Somebody said, I see a kid gone, so and let's put it right there that the two ladies who were in the vehicle saw the kid, but so then they're like, but wait. But by the time you the process where they go on, that kid still move.
Yeah.
So you have people have to have a time for process. If you know beforehand, then you know how to react beforehand. But if you don't know,
but in that situation,
and I think that the way they get caught up in that we know the outcome, and so we judge people based on that we know the outcome.
I want to tell you what another thing is. I don't have no argument with that point, but I'll tell you what the other thing is too. There's a parental instinct that people have. There's a parental instinct where when you see a child, no matter what child, and something is not right, a parental instinct kick in. Now, whether or not you act on that instinct, that's another story. But I gotta tell you the truth, and it's not because it happened to me with adults and it happened to me with a kid already. When you see a kid running, not just running, when you see a kid in a situation where your mind you think that look normal, check with her. Stop her. One lady said that she called and somebody from the school came, so she backed off of the thing because somebody from the school was there. But overall, bro, we failed. We could try and make ourselves feel better. We could try to tell ourselves things, but we failed. And when I say we, I don't mean just the people I mean as a country, because I think that a lot of people probably would have done the same thing that the people did. They would have probably never had time, like Frisco and Lisa said, to process it. And by the time they did, the kid already gone. But I believe that this is because of how we live nowadays. We live nowadays, I'm bother with nobody picnic. Like I said yesterday, a village not to raise a child anymore. Sometimes nobody to raise a child. So we used to see kids running and moving back and forth, doing things on their own. But we have to go back to checking up on kids, man. We really do.
So what this does is this throws something like this in the spotlight that, guess what? Because something like this don't happen every day. Well, actually it did actually happen last year. It happened last year. The child that went in the canal. No, he wasn't on the street where everybody saw him. The canal was in front of the house. So this happened. This happened last year, actually. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, well, it shows you that kids, autistic or not, kids are a handful, and you really have to be on top of your game when you're around kids. I know a guy who had a child, and the child drowned in a white bucket of water.
Yeah,
and
that happens a lot.
It was like a quarter bucket. This was years ago, but the kid was playing around and fell over forward. And, so you can't blame people. You could just look at these things and learn and say to yourself, well, if I'm ever in a position where I see a kid like that, or somebody where I think might need, check with them, especially kids, you know. I look at those videos and I feel bad because, you know, it seemed like that kid, like he was running with intention, he was running with a purpose, like he knew exactly where he wanted to go. And it's just rough.
But imagine,
Just
right? I'm
rough.
saying, like, the new video shows, like, these ladies saw him. By the time they got there, he already went in. By the time they got out their vehicle, he already went in.
That's the video with the bus parked on the by the water, right?
Because they're probably not swimmers themselves, are helpless at that point. So it's like, it's like, you know.
But again, you know what that shows too, bro? An armchair quarterback. I don't know if it's the area that the kid went into the water, but they showed you an area that's complete, where the seawall completely gone. That's
the area where I think that might be the area where people take their boats in.
Oh, so that's a boat docking area?
Might be a boat area. I know it used to have that. I'm not familiar with the area now, but I know that used to be the case. Right by there used to be a pier there. I used to have two piers. That used to be one where that was the area where you would take your boats in.
Okay.
Don't if you are one of the people out there and that kid passed by you, not to beat yourself up, because that's going to lead you down a rabbit hole. Know that what you did was what probably most people would have done.
There are those who were ultimately responsible, and there's a level of, because nobody wants to be responsible. The minister says he wants answers, and through the police department and an investigation, answers will be gotten. If people are found negligent, there will be consequences for that. Ultimately, there's ultimate responsibility from the obvious sources. And then there's the people coming out and, they say, well, everybody fail, and, the whole thing. That part there,
one of our listeners, one of our listeners says, before we start judging our citizens, how many times has this happened at Stella Maris School? As far as I know, this is the first since the school opened.
It doesn't happen every day.
That is an incredible record. We must ensure it doesn't happen again. And we have never once said the name Stella Maris. We not to try and blame anybody. Nobody's questioning that. But again, you will still have to need to look at how every step, what was the starting point of this child's journey? And we work to correct those.
Yeah, because when things go wrong, they go wrong, and you never know when it's going to go wrong, and terribly wrong.
Yeah, until it goes wrong.
Until it goes wrong, and many times it doesn't happen.
And the worst thing that we could do is that somebody, okay, all right, got you, Miss Kaitana, CY, I got you covered. I think that the worst thing that we could do as a country is to look at things like this and don't learn and don't implement things to ensure it doesn't happen again. When this child lost his life, let's go hope that, something changed in a people, that we would be more helpful. Let's hope that people who are responsible for children in other care, double check how you're doing the things, because let us make this Gabriel die and nothing change. Something need to change so that this don't happen again. Yeah.
So again, and I think even worse for the ladies, because they actually saw him going, but then they probably couldn't do anything. So he's in there, and for them it's worse for them, Because then somebody else came and then, you know, again, I don't want to relive the whole thing, but,
yeah,
you know, you're there, they're like, okay, you can't swim. And then, and if you were watching the waves are moving,
Yeah.
the waves are...
And the thing with the waves, when they come in, it pulls you out, you know.
Pulls you out.
Then, you know, you'd have figured the wave to push you in.
You can't expect,
Yeah.
you can't expect I look at the ladies and sit there for me jump in because,
No.
like
No.
when you say Groove, you might end up with 2 people.
More than, if not more
Exactly.
than.
Yep. Yo, bro, there's 101 opinions and ideas that people have today, so that something like that don't happen again. But you know, they're not all of them we have to do. They're just basic things we have to do. And I think the most important one come down to an individual level, where each of us have to make a deal with ourselves, saying that if we see something, we try to do something. And we know to say put your life in a danger. We know to say put yourself in a harm's way. But if you see a child or an elderly person or a woman or a disabled person that need help, help them.
We just
Help
ask
them.
for quick help. Don't wait
Yeah,
until it's too late.
I know
Yeah.
a funny thing, right now, a funny thing, because I think in the news, somebody was charged the other day because they got attack one teacher because the teacher disciplined one kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
And
again, like what I
just
said, we're living in some, you know, some rough times where we don't know if up the down and down the up. But
this was the first thing that we mentioned, that a lot of these people didn't do anything because we believe that they might have been scared to do something. How it might have been perceived. You put your hand for and pick me up.
But again, I think everybody will watch this and they judge because they have information now.
And know what happened.
But if you were there and you never have no information, you don't know what was going to happen, how you process that. And that's my point. That all of we could look and say, X, Y, Z now, because we know the outcome, and can we fairly disassociate the outcome, knowing the outcome from a response?
You can't. You can't.
You can't. So all of we are
Because if you
judging
think- if
because
that-
all of we want to look at judge because we know the outcome.
Yep.
But
And
if
if
you
that
were
didn't
sitting
happen
there-
yesterday, yeah, if that kid, not yesterday, but if young Gabriel didn't lose his life, and if they would have caught him and taken him back to school, it probably would not even have been a story. But the only reason why it is a story now is because of the way it ended up. And like you said, once you know the ending of something,
Once you know the
no matter
ending,
how
you
try, it
your
alters
judgment
your
can be impartial.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know people say, Rona, if I'll be honest with you, Stuart Dazzling, that I personally, if I say I'm kidding a Stella Maris uniform, I can't identify that. I'll be honest. I say many uniforms, half of the time I don't know which school a uniform belong to, unless I know.
Well, I don't know none of the uniforms then per se, but I know this, that if I see a 6-year-old on the street or on the sidewalk, I want, yo, you all right? Where you going? And I've done that. I done that on Queen Street when we got to Simon Kwan. Well, he boy bums right long by himself, and I thought, yo, where you going? I said, man,
you know what?
And Dana look,
it happens more
Dana looked at
often.
me and said, stop the mess with the people picnic. But Dana, that is, yo, where you going?
It happens more often than we think.
Yep.
We see young ones with little older ones who not much older than the younger ones together walking home from school or going to school.
Yep.
But so series of unfortunate events, man. The only thing we could say is that maybe hopefully we put that in our way because we know something like this. So anyway, we are react now and people will tend to be more aware for a period of time because something happened. We're reactive, right, as human beings. We got to take a break though. And
hold on, love me. It says something.
No, I said for me, because the child is in a Stella Maris uniform, for the most part, I can identify
yes,
uniform.
you could identify. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. And y'all know I have a brother who's deaf, and I try to keep up with sign language. So for me, I would talk to the child, but I would talk to the child slower just in case he or she can read lips. And if I see no response, then you sign.
Yeah.
You know, where are you going? It's that easy.
Yeah.
Where
You know what this?
are you going?
Yes, but say you to
Yeah.
speak from a point of view that you have knowledge of that.
Frisco, because of the uniform.
Yes, so I say you have knowledge of, but the average Joe out there where they ride there and bike going to work, they cut for trying to get back to work. They don't know.
It is a thing that we should really pay attention to. It is a thing that we should try our best just to learn the basics if possible. Just
But you know, do you know what another
either
thing how we
to
need?
talk slower so that whoever is reading lip, because you see that like instant for me it's instant. They're reading my lips. Okay, fine. You know, you're deaf. You ask you.
But people need to do that download. One thing where we should have done that download one of the sign language app on my phone so you could, know talk to them. But
anything. We need to help.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very,
It might not be of interest to a lot of people, but it just might be a life-saving method.
We have to look at this the way how when you go to a concert or when you go to a place like Cashew Fest or when you go to Carnival and like that. If you see a kid out there just to walk around, somebody will hold that kid. Somebody's going to go to somebody with a microphone and
all the time.
It
happens all the time.
Exactly. And we shouldn't just do that when we're there at a function. If you see a kid out there that, hurt, you could say, yo, young man, young lady, you all right? And
But
just
see,
get one.
Right, and that happens all the time. So that's why I say I know buying. I know, I like the narrative different because I've done events at parks. I've been the one on the mic saying, somebody just bring the child. Because the child, no, that happens. You can see the child probably stationary, probably they cry, and then that draws attention. And people respond. The child on the move. They run, they broke way, they move fast. They cut through the crowd before you look again in Egan. They're stationary, they cry. This happens a lot at these events. Probably every damn event. And people do respond. Because they have time for process where they go out, okay, I see a child, but they run, they move, they're there. At the watcher, and at the process where they go on, and I realize, there with nobody, make I go see where they go on.
But we have been at certain events.
But you have time to process your information, view the scenario before you make a move. That's all I'm saying. That we have when we have time for process where we do because the child they in the park. But they move or we notice where they go on, we watch the surroundings or we process. Because we all could process how fast we could process information in a real time.
And in the process of processing,
we got to go to
process.
Yeah, got to process.
But I tell you, the one thing I think we could do, what could affect outcome of another situation, is look for the change in ourselves. Tell yourself that if that situation arises again, I want inject myself into it.
Yeah. Because it brings national, everybody see it. Crime, hello, quick call, quick. It's got to be quick. What's up?
Morning, Groove. Morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Hey, morning.
Thing with that kid is such a tragedy, man. But I don't know about 911 operators, what training they have, but Groove can tell you, if it was any part of the states, you had called 911, that 911 operator would have kept you on the phone. You're still seeing the kid. The police is on the way. Stuff like that they would do. The 911 operator didn't call the police and pay any attention, and the lady is saying that when she called back after she found out the kid had drunk, the 911 operator asked her why didn't she go and save the child. What kind of training 911 operators have here in Belize? It's very important. When you call 911, it's because it's your only chance of helping people.
Yeah, I don't think they're
that's what I got to say about it.
Yeah, I don't think they're not EMT trained. I don't think, they're
the
not
way the
got
minister is talking, they're going to throw somebody under the bus. Somebody has to be blamed for this.
Yeah.
And it's real hard, man. It's real rough. That's all I got to say about that. The 911 operator has the belief.
Yeah, I don't think we did at that level. Like, for me, an operator over there, got big training, right, group?
Whenever you get a 911 call, it's very important. I go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mischief,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't think they train. I think they just train for they just take the call, send it to the police, and how the police deal with it, how they deal with it.
I want to tell you, the 911 operators, a lot of times they're gonna stay on the line with you until you get there. No, not a Belize.
That's what I talk about Belize. That's what I talk. There's a different level of training because they're responsible for the first responders as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so they train for assist through the phone as first responders as well. Not just for just relay that something happened. I think we just have relay people. That's all.
Yeah. And so, let me just say this before I forget. Before the Christmas holiday, there was a fire where a German, I forgot his name right now, but a very popular German, his house burned down.
The footballer?
A smoker. Huh?
The footballer?
I'm not sure, but it was because of a smoker that was at the bottom. And the morning stew really, everybody felt about it, and we saw and we tried to help in ways that we could. And one of the ways that we tried to help was by contacting the Sofa King, Mr. Cartier. And we asked Mr. Cartier if he could assist the person, with a sofa or something, and he did, and the gentleman picked it up. So we just want to say respect, Mr. Cartier.
Of course.
For making that possible. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, we got to grab this break real quick, guys. We'll be right back.
Okay.
That's right.
Sea una persona ocupada.
Today is the day you've been waiting for. Today is your birthday. We just can't wait to celebrate. Because today is your birthday. Today is a very special day. Tonight, we gonna
party. Right, that's the one and only Mr. Lenny Bailey. We got any birthdays? Gotta get rid of real quick. All right, who we got there? Who is this?
Do tell.
I'm not sure who this is.
Let me tell you who this is. This is from my stack. And let me get it right.
This is Brianna.
Yes. This is Brianna. Happy birthday, Brianna Smith. Happy birthday to you. This is coming away from everybody who loves you. Wishing you all the best on your birthday.
Right. And this is?
And this is Joyce.
Joycelyn Beverly.
Joycelyn Beverly McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy everything about your birthday. This is coming to you from all your family and all your friends. Wishing you lots more birthdays. Happy birthday. Especially from your brother Rods with love.
Yeah, we all out of time.
I'm all out of
Let me
time.
see.
I'm so glad without you.
I think I got a couple of Facebook birthdays. Let me grab these ones quick. I think there's about 5 for today on the book. Carolina Bordala is celebrating a birthday today.
Oh, yeah?
Celebrating her 40th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Carolina. Celebrating your birthday today. Joycelyn Dawson celebrating a birthday today as well. Not sure if that's what you had up there.
No, I had Joycelyn Beverly, remember?
Oh, Beverly, okay. Triple S Bowman birthday today. That's about it for birthdays. But yeah. We gotta get on out. We out of time. Long time.
Oh, yeah?
Miss Love, please shove us off.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us, for stewing with us. Please do take care of yourself. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Thursday. It's a beautiful one. Miss Edna Pollard, good morning going out to you. Also, Miss Di, tag team right there, guys. Tag team. All right. Thank you so much for stewing with us. To Half a Man, stay safe. We're sending love to Half. Also to Cello and to Ram. Thank you, guys. CY, we got nothing but love for you. Please do stay safe. Keep yourself hydrated. My Ras, love you. And stay in the shade where possible, okay? Thank you so very much. God is willing. We will see you right back here tomorrow. Take care of you. And you and I promise to take care of me. Ayo.
Ayo.
Ayo, yeah. Thanks, guys.